The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quick spin on the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Miami 7, SMU 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. So SMU's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups.
He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Makes the grab and throw pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The Canes are on the move. He's looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And the Canes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Man, goodness gracious, this dude is on fire. I mean, he's already got 100 yards. We're in the first quarter. Like, I might want to think about double-teaming that guy. If he goes to the water bottle, I'm going to double-team. Whatever he does, I'm on him.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too,
turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Finds his man down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
He's brought down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And he'll be brought down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Gilbert. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
He wants to change this route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Plows through the defense. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Punts it out of the air. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. On the move, it's Lopez. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make them earn it now in the next down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on a critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Hurricane. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the ground, it's Lacey. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now staring at a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got his man on the right. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on third. Caught, close to the marker, it's Adams. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lopez. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll take it himself. Sweet cut there. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays. They go to the wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Burrell. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Give to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself?
Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level there.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Offense scoops it up and still going. And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
I can't say what I want to say on this because I'd get fired, but what are you doing? Like, as you continue to run backwards, at some point we know... Like,
bro, what the fuck was that?
Positive yards, but at some point you can't treat this like... It's almost like they thought this was a video game, and it just didn't matter, but goes all the way backwards and just gives up the safety.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work.
This is literally
and
insane.
They're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watched the
Bro,
defense.
what the fuck was
drop
that?
back and play real conservative like they tend to do late.
Bruh.
Let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Tight end finds a soft spot. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Everybody lined up quickly.
It could have been a fucking touchdown, which is insane.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Bro, that was so messy.
I mean, you just dream of having
This is
games like that every time you go into the
insane,
booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field.
Bro, what the fuck was that shit? An 88,000 yard negative pass is insane.